Okay, we're back with another episode of the Leeward Islands career mode. I've completely forgot about the contracts for the middle of the season, so we've got to do those. And the budget's not that great. We're going to have to sort of mess around with it a bit. So the physio will definitely drop to 10. We'll definitely be signing Pelton Paul for a 3-year contract. Locke Mitchell for a 3-year contract as well. They're the future of the club. Charles, he could be looked at another contract. Ramdean, was Ramdean handy for us? Played a little bit for Barbados around the season, 2 games. Chad Peters, we have to keep Chad Peters in as well. Like, just they're players that are going to add a lot of value to the team. We're going to have to try and hold on to them. Hold on to everyone. Do we hold on to Ramdean? Or do we pick some young talent up? Do we need our keepers? Crafton, he didn't play too badly in the 3 first class games. We'll give him a 1-year contract. 1-year contract also to Dwayne Charles. That'll be our squad because we do manage to reach that. Do we give these young bowlers a chance? 2 local paceys. I think we do. I think we try to make room for them. I think we lower the coaching. We lower the youth team down a wee bit. And we give young Shamar James. Shamar James looks good across all 3 formats. So does Mitchell. I think we signed both of them. Jason Mitchell, 3-year contract. Shamar James, a 3-year contract. So we had to scramble the books just a wee bit to force those signings. I might go less coaching and more youth team. No, we'll lower the youth team budget just a tad. I think the coaching is... Yeah, the coaching's super important. So I have to maneuver up to there. Down to 40,000. Youth team down to 10 and physio to 10, yeah. But we've got Mitchell and James into our squad. That's pretty much all the contract signings, really. So this will be put with the next 3 games, which will be the 4th, 5th, and 6th game of the one-day campaign. So I've looked to sign that sort of young quartet of bowlers. So our young quartet is pretty well sort of sorted. We've got a couple of nice all-rounders. Batsmen are looking pretty nice as well. We will be kickstarting the season with the 4th, 5th, and 6th games, so join us for that. Right, this is a bit of an unusual video, this. We'll play 3 games offline since the contract signing, since it was just retaining some players pretty much for the Leeward Islands for the 50 and 4 over formats. 4-day format, sorry. The season's been a bit of a mixed bag, to say the least. We have struggled. We did beat the West Indies Merging by 84 runs, 314 all out. The disappointing thing is we didn't bat the 50. Foster 89 off 79, 13 fours, 2 sixes. Paul was good as well. Cooper with a good blitz of 37. Gittins 25 and James 25. 5 for 65 for Callan was the pick of the emerging bowlers. Got them out for 230, but they made us work for it with Lummet with a really special 100. Great innings. Couldn't fault the innings. The Mitchells, 3 for 35 for Jay Mitchell, 2 for 41 for Race Mitchell there, 3 for 27 for Giddens, 2 for 69 for Ramdas. And we won that comfortably. We lost a low-scoring game to Jamaica. Again, just the bad culprit. Look how many overs we left spare. We bat quite aggressively. And we just can't hold wicket. Shumba, 4 for 27. Nelson, 4 for 35. They were exceptional when they come on. They just turned the tide of the duel. Only Foster getting really a score of substance, really, in that innings. And they got through to 2-2, 3 for 8. It was a great game of cricket, actually. But, again, kept wickets in hand. Done the job. And Shumba manned the match with that 40 as well in that innings. Gilzine, 70 at the top. R. Mitchell and J. Mitchell, 3 wickets apiece. For us there. And then we had a pretty big defeat against Barbados. Lyndon practically batted right through, 145 of 150, the shining light along with Barnes and that big partnership. 4 for 51 for Mitchell. Pretty good day at the office. Jay Mitchell, 1 for 41. Bit expensive. Joseph at 2 wickets for 67. And yeah, just in the run chase, Carson Murray and Brown threatened to get the game back in hand after a bit of a mixed start. Mitchell got us off to a bit of a flyer. And yeah, then no one else really getting going except for Murray and Brown, really. Like, again, just haven't batted the overs out in this campaign yet. It's really been a letdown. so far. So it'll be a bit of an experimental team today. Just going to rotate a lot of players in, give them opportunities. So obviously just going to be a chance for some players to sort of prove their worth. We'll bring in Charles for a game. So Clifford and Hooper. Andrew Murray will stay in the team as captain. Chad Peters will get a game over Race Mitchell. I think we'll bring James in as well for Ramdas, just to rotate. Give people opportunities as much as possible. Because it's going to be very hard to build up the experience otherwise, just with the short seasons. Conditions are pretty terrible. We don't really want to wash out at all. Probably is going to be rain reduced. Let's see how we go. We will bowl first. Obviously, you want to know what you're chasing. Might be hyper aggressive here. Chad Peters opening up with Mitchell, who's been pretty impressive on his maiden season. Rain has stopped play. No play has been lost yet, so that is a good sign. 51 without loss, though. They have started well. The West Indies emerging. Redbert Marley. Getting some time here. James didn't have a very good game against the emerging side last time, but his first wickets at list A level. And a good wicket of Shuttleworth for 39. So we'll get the field out for James now. Just got to give him some confidence that he can get some wickets. He's got a second here. That's a good delivery. Two local Leeward Islands players in the team for the first time this season. Getting some wickets. It's good to see. Marley. Very experienced, Redbert Marley. James been very expensive, but he is clocking up the wickets. Morris are gone. Let's work on his control a wee bit. 110 for 3 after 20 overs. So we'll bring Hooper in and Gittins. Hooper opening the batting today. That'll be an interesting one. See how he goes. Get an opportunity. Got to win this game. Like, it will be a bit of a chase, I'd say, on our hands. Hooper will strike, but they are scoring very freely, the West Indies merging. Lummett gone. Lummett got a score against this last game for 26. Gittins will strike 149 for 5 now. This is a good period of play for Leeward Islands. Hooper striking again. He had a good campaign in the 20 over comp. Franchise cricket really did him well, so he just go for his team here, like Leeward Islands. I believe that is his maiden season. 22 wickets, 17.05 the average. Didn't get too many runs with the bat, but he would be a valuable resource with the ball. James will be back into the attack. We really just need to rattle a few poles here, just so that we're not under pressure. And that other one, Mitchell. None for 17 off his allotted overs so far. He will strike here. More importantly, he gets the wicket to Aston. Two, 4 for 7 after 40 overs. Redbert Marley will come in. He will be very aggressive. Chad Peters will get that opportunity to just ramp it up a wee bit as well. So from the pace, express pace from Chad Peters will dislodge McDonald. McDonald with a handy 34. Supple is out as well. It's gone for 11. And Marley will pick up the wicket. 265 is a good score though. But West Indies emerging have not batted the overs out. We need to win this game to stay alive in the competition because we are trailing by 4 points. 3 for 60 for Shamar James. Getting another opportunity today. Hooper was quite good, 2 for 41. 1 for 25 for Mitchell. He looks like another really good prospect. And yeah, this is just gonna have to be clinical. Run chase. So Clifford getting a chance to express that they're here to play and here to get some runs. It's a good shot. Hooper's gone. Kellen will strike, and it's 12 for 1. Jackson Andrew in now. He's only hit the 3 games. He'll be wanting to improve his average of 1. Be a tricky wee surface to bat on. 21 for 1. Andrew gone, and the West Indies emerging have got us under all sorts of pressure. Brings Carson Murray to the crease. Very good player, Carson Murray, actually. Just showcasing that really good 100 against Barbados. Both innings together. He's going to have to sort of do a good job here because we've sort of rotated a lot of players in for this game, giving them an opportunity against a team that is quite dangerous. They have won a game already this season, the emerging. We'll get that away for 4. 57 for 2. Run rate's at 6 and over required. The DLS were majorly behind that at this stage, so we've got to start picking up the run rate a little bit and get some momentum into this innings. And this is a good over. This is a pressure releasing over almost. 55 for 2. This is the 16th over. Kept it pretty tight, and this could force some errors. That's a good shot. That is well picked up. That's got wait for 6. Clutchy shot from Carson Murray. Again, just finds the gap beautifully, and that is 4 more. Demonstrating some good cricket here. 71 for 2 after 16. The DLS now is 74, so we're just about caught up with it. There's something. Oh, that's a key drop. That could have put immense pressure. It's a wicket of Carson Murray too. Get our net run rate up. Get it above required. Might get into 20 overs here. Then it constitutes a game. 86 for 2 after 18. DLS is 79 now, so we are back in control of that. Although Callan has got the wicket of Carson Murray, and that is a huge wicket. And the DLS now is 100. Rain has stopped play. 7.2 and over required. Houston is emerging in control of this game now. That key wicket loss, that is huge in the scheme of things. Gonna have to have players step up here, and someone's gonna have to get a big score. Cyril Joseph been in the team a long time now. Much accumulated a wee bit of experience. Clifford hanging in there. It's a good shot. It's 4 runs, 105 for 3. Charles, this is looking like a game for the emerging. Someone's going to have to play something very special. Giddens is very capable of doing it. Pressure on the young team. Need to find something pretty extraordinary here. This is away this game. Oh, Clifford is gone. Aston is struck. Out for 49. Andre Giddens. Stroke maker. This is time to sort of lift this team. 117 for 5. Charles has got the nick on that, and it's looking pretty grim here for the Leeward Islands. It'll probably result in us having to win the last 2 games with convincing results. I mean, merging and not pushovers. The partnership going for a while. DLS scores 163. We can't worry about that now. We've just got to sort of hope that Giddens can play an innings for the ages. Gonna have to counter-attack the bowling. $107.6, 4 wickets in hand. Partnership is key. Just got to take this game as deep as possible. Just trying to play themselves in at the moment. It's a good shot. Found the gap. Marley moves into the 20s. Too short from Supple. Giddens skimmies across his stumps and finds the vacant area down on that side. 17 off 11, 21 off 20 for Marley. Good shot from Rabbit. Marley's just found the gap. Just trying to accumulate the runs. 8 and over from here. 4 wickets in hand, and that's a perfect start to the last lot of 10 overs in this game. That's a silly run, really. Like, you've done all the hard work to get this game sort of into respectability. Run Marley up for 25, brings Jason Mitchell to the crease. We're going to have to get something out of Mitchell now. Rocks off the back foot. That is a beautiful shot for 4. And that is out the next ball. Supple is doing the job here. Chad Peters. Chad Peters can bat a little bit. Can't underestimate Chad Peters. Giddens is going to have to play all this world to get us home. I think he's going to be out. I think this is a pretty disappointing performance on the cards. Yeah, Giddens out for 25. And it brings young James in. West Indies Emerging will pick up their second win of the campaign. And we have fallen over in this fixture quite convincingly. Gonna have to have results go away. More important to get very close if we can. That's a beautiful catch. Great outfield catch to end the game, and we've been crushed by 59 runs. And yeah, that is looking very, very interesting. We'll still win it. We're just going to have to knock over both teams. Starting off with the Jamaican team. So we're going to have to bring back our reinforcements. Marley is out injured. How long's Marley out for? It's a big blow, that is. Player out for 4 weeks. Broke his finger. So that could be the end of his 4-day campaign as well. We've got to bring in Race Mitchell. The Mitchells will open up here. Reshuffle the deck chairs a wee bit. Ramdas will come in, and Joseph will come in. Azari Joseph. The batting will bring Jamal Brown at position there. Just shuffling the... No, we've got to bring Pelton Paul. Jamal Brown at 5, just having to shuffle around a wee bit. Clifford hasn't played too badly in that game, but hasn't done enough to retain his spot. We'll bring Mitchell in at 6. I think they'll strengthen up our batting. It's a pretty strong-looking team. It's just got to get the result here today. This is a huge game against Jamaica. Going to have to put on a performance. Really need players stepping up. Hooper is getting a chance to open here today. Gives us the extra bowling option as well. Foster looked good in the first couple of games, couple of 50s. Without loss. Goes for 4. One without loss. Hooper drives that beautifully on the up. But need the foundations to be quite solid here. We need some good performances. Nice shot, that's gone all the way to the boundary. This is exactly the start we need in a crunch game. Played remarkable cricket against 2 teams, Jamaica and Barbados, to get through. Like the West Indies Emerging is a game you should lose, but we're trying to develop our team all round, and we've taken the chance, and it's backfired in that game. 59 without loss. It's a nice solid start here, just nothing special about it. Got to bat the 50. Have our sights set on it, get the foundations built. So that's a good shot from Foster. Rocks off the back foot. He looks like a very promising up-and-coming cricketer for the West Indies too to look at. Just some solid numbers. We'll be given some opportunities to sort of perform, and he will be out here though. He has got the team off to a good start. So we're frozen there. What has gone on? Frozen motion there. Hopefully that recorded. That was quite funny. I thought, oh no, we would have to re-record the episode, but That's all good. It survives. Right, boundary. Hooper moves to 42. Pelton Paul, being very quiet this campaign. Yeah, we are looking just to build partnerships, get ourselves a score that we can defend. Scoring reasonably quickly. 22 for 1 in the 17th. It's a good drive from Paul down the ground. And you had to say Jamaica have really struggled so far. Like, it's a pitch they inserted us into bat on, like they wanted to extrapolate something from the pitch. And just credit where credit's due. We got a good start with the openers. They saw off some pretty tricky deliveries. Samaru. This is going to be the key. How well we played the spin. And that is not a good start. Hooper will go for 49. He misses out on what would have been a first 50 at the one-day level. Carson Murray in now. Along with Pelton. That's a beautiful drive from Pelton Paul. That's the shot of the day. Just a nice leaned on drive for 4. He played the spin well. That's the key. Sweeps that well. Oh, that is a face palm moment. That is not what you want to see from your fielders. Just the regulation thing there. He's targeting that leg side. There's a few fielders on that side. Pelton Paul finds the gap. It's a good shot. Just made a wee bit of room onto the shot there, and offside has been pelted for 4 there. 6 off the over so far. Sweeps it well. A few men out there still. Pelton Paul playing it well. Controlled sweep that one. Just got to continue on. Samaru to Paul. It's a good shot. That's a good 50 from Pelton Paul. That's exactly what we want. He needs to convert now. Runnable 51. Just using the pace of delivery there. They've got a very unusual field set for Pelton Paul. It's quite fascinating how they're sort of manoeuvring this. Oh, that's a good stroke. And the gap has been found. We'll just up the regular boundaries. It's a good shot. Down the ground again. Pelton is 20 years of age. Pretty much a good amount of cricket under his belt already. And he is a very, very capable talent that could go on to play for the West Indies. Oh, that's a beautiful drive down the ground. Cannot complain about that. Murray's been very quiet about his work. He's just worked the singles, got himself in as well. Doesn't need to play anything extravagant. Oh, that's a couple of lovely strokes. It's been much better from the Leeward Islands today. 185 for 2. Shumba in. Zimbabwean overseas player. It's a good shot. Carson Murray. Looks like to be a good over, but Smith has been hit for 4. Could be staring in the barrel of a 350 plus score here. Wouldn't it be a turn for the books of the West Indies emerging snuck a win and got a 3rd win? We really need them to do that, probably almost, to cause some ruckus in the it's been a couple quiet overs here for the Leeward Islands. Jamaica have sort of pegged things back pretty well, but there's still no loss of wicket. We can sort of launch again. Just noodling it round as Murray. He's to 45 or 55. Just the 6 boundaries. Paul has been pretty productive with 15 fours and a 6 in his innings. No ball. You can't be doing that, especially in a pressure cooker situation. Murray will bring up a 50. A pretty composed 50 from Carson Murray. Captain, a very good choice of captain. He's done a phenomenal job there. He's getting his side into a strong position in this game. And Pelton Paul. That's a good classy stroke down the ground. Been a productive over. All-time record partnership. Murray and Paul at the ground sit kits. Records tumbling here. It's a lovely sweep. Just beats the diving fielder there, and Paul will continue on. Oh, this is a classy innings from Pelton Paul today. He has stroked the ball beautifully into gaps. And that is magnificent. That is 100 for Pelton Paul. The 20-year-old, 300s, 350s. A promising career in front of him. 244 for 2. 59 without loss in that 10 block. That was very well done. Murray's edged it. Shumba has got the wicket of Carson Murray. He's gone for 53. Brings Jamal Brown in. I wanted to see a few deliveries before really starting to launch into it. Just want a competitive score at the end of the day. We are dead set focused on batting out the overs. On about 80 off the last 10. They'll give us around that 324, 330 mark. There'll be a competitive score. And it'll be up to the bowlers. Got a good bowling lineup. That's one thing I'm really happy with. Some real potential in that lineup. Brown works that away. 14 off 10 for Brown. Pelton doesn't have to do anything out of the ordinary. Just got to pretty much bat. That was a good over from Shumba. Just the one off it. All the way for 6. That's the maximum. Just a good enough over in the end, 11 off it. 270 for 3, 44 overs. Sure hasn't bowled too badly, actually. A dicey shot. Brown looking to get on with things. Punching the gaps. It's been a story of just finding the gaps today for the Leeward Islands. Some good strokes here. It's a good shot again. Pelton Paul. 119 off 109. Massive contrast between the other games we've played. We've actually batted for partnerships and we've done a great job. It's a good delivery from Nelson, and Pelton Paul will depart, but a special 100 for Pelton. He's had a great day today. 22 fours, 2 sixes, and his 124 brings Mitchell in. 4 overs remain. Can we get at least 40 off the last 4? That would be a really good target for Jamaica to try and get. They'll be under pressure. So there's a pressure cooker game. Whoever loses is, well, if we lose, we're out. If Jamaica lose, they're in a precarious position themselves. 300 for 4. And Jamal Brown will get that away. Got a handy wee knock here as well. Some good over. 10 off it. 310 for 4. 33 off 25. 11 off 7 for Welton Mitchell. Mitchell will go for 11 off 8. Andre Giddens. Searching for a few boundaries. Well, he's got a maximum to open up his account. 318 for 5. And that's a key boundary found. 325 for 5. It's been a good wee productive innings. Oh, Giddens is really showcasing what he can do here towards the end. Big lofty hits. Oh, that's just not a good delivery. And Nelson's been hit away for 4 again. And we get through to 336 for 5. 22 off 8 for Giddens. 2 4s, 2 6s. Handy finish. Innings that centered around Pelton Paul. Very good 124. Murray with a good 50. But it was just it was a good effort, really. Like the partnerships. You can see the partnerships just develop throughout that innings. Really happy with how that went. So we've just got to deliver with the ball now. Got to set a good example. Try to put these guys under a bit of pressure. Bowling in good channels. The Mitchells. This Jason Mitchell looks like a really promising prospect as well. He's got Gilzine out for 12, who usually gets runs against us. 34 for 1 after 10. 303 at 7.5. We'll bring Azari Joseph in. Hopefully Azari can just show his a massive amount of experience he's got. We're going to bring in Hooper. Hooper bowled pretty well in the last game, so we'll give him another shot. Try and get some overs out of the seamers. Gittins. And it's 67 for 1 after 18, 270 at 8.4, so the run rate is climbing, and that's going to result in a wicket. Muhammad gone for 35. That's a decent wicket to get. Amir Muhammad gone. It's going to bring Ramdas in. Ramdas just be tasked with doing a tidy enough job with the ball. It's a wee bit of spin on offer. One for 28 for Giddens. Pretty expensive. Overall, the bowlers have been tight. That's what we want to see. Grace Mitchell coming back. 120 for 2 after 27 overs. 217 at 9.4. We're bringing back our main paces just to try and break this game open a wee bit. Harper's gone for 57. And Race Mitchell has indeed done that. He's just broken the back of the Jamaica chase. And here, he's a real superstar, this guy. He's got a lot of cricket in front of him. We'll bring in probably Hooper. Just trying to get some overs from the all-rounders. 5 for 28. I might not bowl Giddens or bowl Ramdas. Ramdas has been relatively controlled so far. They pick up the rate here. 177 at 10.4 required. The bowling changes have been a bit more spot on today. That's a good delivery from Ramdas. Had to try to slog sweep. It gets a lead in the edge, and Donaldson gone for 9. Just rotate in. Joseph will be back in. Bit of a fiery spell here. Jamaica on the cusp of a pretty huge defeat. We really needed a big result here today just to get that net run rate going. Back up in a positive light. Ramdas has bowled pretty well today. Pretty happy for the leggy. Grace Mitch, 207 for 7. 130 at 13 and over required. Be a pretty tough order. We are bringing back our ace in the packs pretty early. Mitchell will pick up his third wicket. 218 for 8. That brings the end of the innings for Odin Smith. 1 for 50 for Mitchell on the bad effort. We'll get Zari Joseph back into the attack now to bowl 3 consecutive overs. Last over will be bowled by Andre Gittins. Good innings from Glenn towards the end here. Like, they have gone down here, but Javel Glenn has just ensured that the margin of defeat's not going to be too big. We've been in control of this game, I think, just with how we're bowled. Won by 52 runs. That's an important win. Oh, Barbados just getting over the West Indies emerging. That man Lummett. Again, he won't be available for unseas, but he'll be wrapped with his 2 centuries. Look at that. That is neck and neck between us and the West Indies emerging. Jamaica in an awkward position. So it's probably winner take all. Barbados clearly the best side. We've got a tough matchup to try and get through. Adam Mitchell, a wee bit out of form. Got to keep him there though. Jack Peterson bowled too badly in his game that he played. 25 years of age. That's our best team, I would say. Yep. Hooper just bowls a handy few overs. So this is going to be a tough match. I think we will just set an example again. We'll bat, and we'll just try and bat reasonably well in that first lot of overs. Just got to set over 300. We have to knock Barbados over to make it today. A lot of things have to go our way. We need to get our net run rate up too, just in case a couple of teams are tied. Bartholomew strikes. Cartland Bartholomew gets wicket of Hooper. Powden Paulin. It's going to be a true test. The informed team Barbados could knock us out. May not either. We've just got to win. Just got to find a way of getting over the line here. Carlton and Foster. We'll just go about establishing the foundations. This team has really got on pace for the Leeward Islands. I'm really happy how we've recruited. It's just about putting the results together. Good shot from the young opener. Productive over. 14 off it. Finds the gap. Beautiful shot. 57 for 1 after 10. Nothing special about the first 10 overs. It's just getting an established rate going again. Again, Pelton looking very, very efficient in what he's doing. This is good cricket. Hooks that quite well for 4 more. The run rate ticking along here as Foster has battled a bit the last few overs. Gets away the free hit though. It's good. Yeah, just want wickets in hand for us to launch. Callister bowling a lot of opening overs. Big call to bowl a classy operator like that for a decent amount of time. He's going to bowl out. Wait a bit for the West Indies. Hasn't had a great time of it. He's sort of battled. He's got the wicket of Foster in his last over of spell. Huge wickets. Foster again gone for 35. Carson Murray now. That's 50 for Pelton Paul. That's very well batted. Again, a very classy knock. Support from Murray now. 105 for 2 on the 21st over. Yeah, a bit harder to get the 300 score against Barbados, but it's going to have to be done. The team's trading blows and results. It just meant going to have to get a decent score and go from there. So too bad the partnerships nice and solid at the moment. Just want to be going around 5 and over if we can. So the run rate has really dried up now. Yeah, Murray's starting to pick it up a wee bit now. Took a wee bit of time to get in. He's moved to 26 or 25. Pelton Paul 62 off 80. We're just going up the gears again. This is good. Saw off a pretty tough period. They narrowed it down a wee bit, the run rate. Had to force some strokes. Let's hit that on the full. That's a good shot. This is 33 out of 28. Going at 5 and over. This is another good platform to work off. Need to do anything fancy. Just got to make sure we've got a platform to go off the last 10. Key block of 10 over is coming up. Got to have at least 7 wickets in hand, I feel, to challenge here. It's a good shot from Pelton Paul. Carson Murray getting amongst that now. He's scoring very freely. Oh, that's a good stroke again. Straight to the fielder, though. It's a half century for Carson Murray. Been the Pelton Paul and Carson Murray show in this last 2 games. 181 for 2. So see off a pretty tricky spell from Hayden Welsh. It's just there to be hit. We've taken the utmost disdain to that delivery. Just can't panic here. 70 out of 101 for Pelton Paul. Strike rate's a wee bit down. It's just another partnership starting to form, and I'm happy with. We'll probably launch a wee bit now, just up in the stakes a wee bit. Murray is gone, Moore is struck. And Murray will go for 69 or 60 deliveries. 8 4s, 3 6s. Jamal Brown in now. Just got to get into that launch. Can we get at least 80 or 90 like that? We've got to get a competitive score on the board. Gonna have to bowl exceptionally well. Carlton's taken on the fielder. He'll get there. Different role Jamal Brown's playing in the one-day side. He has been known to open quite a bit. Can he up the scoring rate? Oh, quite well, Barbados, I feel. Like, they haven't really let us get away. Carlton will go for a 94 for 119 deliveries, 14 boundaries in that innings. It was not a bad wee knock. Set the foundation up pretty well. Gotta hope Giddens comes to the party as well as Welton Mitchell here. This is a chance for us to get a big score again. Mitchell gone. Quick fire. Innings of 11 off 5. Giddens can find the rope with ease. So this is good. This is counter-attacking cricket. So we've got 4 overs left. 5 overs left, sorry, to get something big on the board. Giddens is out. Just a short innings of 7. It's just not enough. Joseph out as well. Good fight back here from Barbados. Just got to find the rope if we can. Jamal Brown, key man. 280's got to be on the horizon here. It's a no ball, and the boundary's been found. That's a free hit for Jamal Brown. 2 off the free hit. This is a great over from Jamal Brown. He's really starting to launch into this bowling. Mitchell finds the rope as well. That's a great over for Leeward. Nicely finished in store here. Oh, this is excellent hitting from Jamal Brown. Taking the game by the scruff of the neck. Going around the wicket. It's bizarre. It's just not working for your Springer. Really latch onto the bowling. Oh, that's a terrible run. Just run out Race Mitchell. 50 off 31 deliveries. Try and get through that end of the over, just so Jamal Brown's got the strike the next over. .292 for 8s. And this is excellent from the Leeward Islands. Lost a few wickets, but they've got a very good productive score. Can we get over the 300? We do. We've got a competitive score against Barbados. That is a bit of a dicey shot, but it's ended a pretty good innings, a fighting innings. 50 out of 36. That was a key innings from Jamal Brown. Just fell a wee bit away. 14 off 8 for Mitchell. Just hung tight at a key time. 94 for Pelton. He did a good amount of graft there with Carson Murray to set that score up. 309 for 8 is competitive. And we've just got to bowl well. It's overcast. We need to fire up here and get hope early if we can. Mitchell will bowl in a good area here. So 285 at 7.1. The Mitchells are going to continue on here. We're going to bowl in pretty much to keep the tightness going. 31 without loss after 11 Barbados. 7 overs for 32. 7-1 for 16. A none for 16 for Mitchell. We'll bring in Ramdas. Bring in some spin. 1 over for 11. That got really expensive. Joseph. We need Zari Joseph really leading the charge here in this middle over spell. Over for 2 is really tight there. That's really good. Gittins is very much known for getting wickets. Great game on our hands here at the moment. 61 without loss after 16, though. They have started well. We are desperate just to break through. And that is a key man. Shy Hope has been scoring relatively freely. Andre Gittins strikes. Joseph will be rotated out. We have to get Hooper in just for a few overs. Let's get into the right areas and see if we can apply some pressure. Even though he's gone for a 4 and a 6, it's 2 wickets. The 2 openers are gone. Barbados 221 at 7.3. Rotate him out. 3 overs, 1 for 15. Joseph will be back in the attack. 4 overs, 1 for 22. 4 overs, 1 for 25 for Joseph. Ramdas is back into the attack. It's an intriguing game, this. 117 for 2 after 24 overs. 193 at 7.4. 8 wickets in hand. For 31. 133 for 2 after 27. I'm gonna have to bring an ace in the pack back early. We're gonna have to try and strike. Try and break this game open if we can. Race Mitchell coming back. This will be a 2 over spell for both these guys. And we've got the wicket. Just what we needed. This game is really intriguing. 20 out of 30 for Baptiste. We've forced the run rate up. None for 21 for Mitchell. A really good spell bowling. We've just got to work out what we're doing next here. We need to find some tight overs here and just ramp up that pressure on Barbados. I think we bowl Mitchell out. Bowl him out early. See if he strikes there. He's only gone for 6 off that over. Hooper 1 for 17. 3 for 22. He hasn't been too bad in his last few overs. Ramdas. 146 at 9.1. This is really interesting game. We need someone to step up, take the game by the bull of the horns. Barnes has played a bit of a dicey shot, and that's a brilliant catch. Barnes will go for 18 off 17. Try to launch in the bowling a bit. Ramdas out of the attack immediately. 2 for 31 for Hooper, being kind of expensive. Andre Gittins now. Be looking to get through this nasty wee period. Oh, these are key strikes. Ramnath gone. And Andre Gittins is doing a great job here. This is a terrible run, and he is gone. Flings it into the stumps. Springer gone. Linden's still there. Welton Linden. Hooper strikes, and Barbados are falling apart here. I think we stick with our all-rounders. The all-rounders have done the job here. Bring Mitchell back immediately. 98 at 10.8 required. Only not too many off the over, just 6. Gittins, 8 overs, 2 for 46. Sorry, Joseph back into the attack. $69 at 13.8. It's not over yet. Hooper will be back. Hooper, even though he's been expensive, he's got wickets here today. And he's going to get another one, and that is a dagger. Linden was dragging this performance along. Brilliant 82 off 83. 6 fours and a 6. Gittins has been outstanding. Both all-rounders really stepping up today. Bartholomew gone for 16. And Hooper will pick up a fifer. A brilliant performance from the Leeward Islands. Is that enough to get us through a 58-run win? All-time record against Barbados. Is that enough to get us through? The net run rate is interesting. We probably want Jamaica winning that one. And we are in the semi-finals. We have made it. The game got abandoned. Oh, that is so gut-wrenching. For both sides. Oh, that is brilliant. We have made it through into second place. Both teams finishing on 10. Pretty tight competition. So we will be playing knockout cricket. The game will be against the Windward Islands on the next episode. So smash the like button, share with a friend. We'll see you next time for more Leeward Islands cricket.